that I've owned, it's this model I've probably used the most. Not this particular one, because this is a new acquisition, but this particular model. This is the Nikon D300s from 2009. It is a 12.3 megapixel crop sensor digital single reflex camera. In some ways this is the camera that isn't supposed to be. The sequence went D100, D200, D300, then the D300s, this one, then it jumped straight to D500. This was better than the D300, but not sufficiently good enough to be considered the D400. The major difference between this and the D300 is this was the first in this line of cameras that would produce video. It is quite an awesome camera. Set up like this, I've got the body, the vertical grip, and on here I have got an 18-200 Sigma DX lens. You're probably looking at about £200 to buy this on the second-hand market, and frankly I don't think you could do better. This will fire at 7 frames per second. It has dual slots. It takes a compact flash card and an SD card. It has all the controls that you need and very little else. It has an internal focusing motor, so this will take all f-mount autofocus lenses made by Nikon, and well, it'll probably take any lens made by Nikon in the f-mount, because the older manual lenses will fit on here as well. The modes on this are very simple. We have aperture priority, where I select the aperture and the camera selects shutter speed. I have got, let's go the other way, shutter priority, where I select the shutter speed and the camera selects the aperture. I've got program, where the camera chooses both, and I have manual, where I can control both the shutter speed and the aperture. And on this one, because I have a forward wheel and a back wheel, I can change the shutter speed on the back wheel and the aperture on the front wheel. Absolutely superb. ISO, well at the moment it's set at ISO 3200, which is a bit grainy, but it still works. Quality at the moment is set, it's a large file and it's in RAW and it's in fine. I can change the white balance, I can change the firing speed from high to low to single. I won't even go through the controls on the back, but if you are used to a Nikon camera, then you will find this very, very intuitive. However, the cost to it is not just in the price, it's not light. This camera weighs around about 2 kilos, the way that I've set it up today, which is a major consideration if you're going for a long walk. I, at the moment, don't have much of a problem lugging this around, but I can understand why you might have. I like this camera so much I've actually got 2 camera bodies. My lineup of Nikon bodies at the moment is a D100, D200, D300s times 2, a D600 and a D800. And of those I've probably used this more than anything else because I just like it. It's a basic, robust, semi-professional tool. But it's easy for me to say that. I'm just going to show you some images. All these pictures were taken at various times using this particular model, although not this camera. I keep saying it's not this camera because my daughter very, very kindly just gave me this camera recently because she doesn't need it, having the D500. My particular D300s is showing its age and it's not very well, but this one is a fantastic replacement for it. Let's see if I turn it on. Let's turn it on to high, keep it more impressive. That is the sound of a quality machine. Anyway, gallery to come. Different pictures taken at different times, but all taken on the D300S. I hope you like.